Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the April Hella Handmade Creations. If you don't know what Hella Handmade Creations is, every month a bunch of different indie makers get together and they contribute one product to the Hella Handmade Creations site. That site is open the 14th to the 21st of every month, so this month it will open on April 14th and it will close on April 21st. In the description, I will link the Hella Handmade Creations site, I will link their Instagram page, and then I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video, and then I will link all of the indie makers' sites as well. These polishes won't be available on the makers' sites, it's only available on the Hella Handmade Creations site and only during the ordering window, but it is a good representation of the brands if it was something you're interested in further exploring. Also, a quick note before we get started, some polishes are what we call capped, and that just means there is a certain number of those available during the ordering window. If a product has no cap, it will come with a nail polish cap. It just simply means you can order as many as you want while the site is live. So this month I do have 9 products to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first from Colores de Carol we have Perito Merino, and this one is inspired by South American landmarks. It's described as a medium blue to turquoise thermal with a multichrome shimmer, turquoise and blue metallic flakes, and silver reflective glitters. The formula on this was excellent to work with. I had no running, no pulling, no staining, no application issues whatsoever. I got full opacity in 2 coats, but depending on your application, you might want to go in for 3. You're definitely going to want top coat to finish this off. It is going to dry dull per the usual of thermals, and it is also going to dry with some kind of texture. Removal will take a little bit of scrubbing because of these glitters as well, and there are 2 coats. Up next from by Dany Vianna, we have Dressed as a Princess. This is inspired by Anastasia and is described as a sheer blue base with a blue to purple aurora shimmer and reflective glitter. This is so pretty, so dainty. A smooth formula to work with, not too thick or too thin. Sometimes when these polishes are packed with this reflective glitter, it can get a little bit thick, but I didn't have that problem with this polish at all. I did do 3 coats for full opacity. If you really wanted to, you could probably layer this one over a similar color to get a similar effect, but I do think it adds a good bit of depth by building it up. You'll want top coat and removal is difficult. Next up from by Dany Vianna, we have We Love the Ballet. This is also inspired by Anastasia, and it's described as a black to blue multichrome polish, but this also has some blue reflective glitter in it. This one does start out on the sheer side. With these darker base polishes, you do need it to be more on the sheer side so you can see all of those beautiful added elements in the polish. So depending on your application, 2 to 3 coats for full opacity. You could also layer this one over a black to get the most out of that multi-chrome shift. I did decide to layer it in 3 coats though. You'll want top coat to smooth this out and to add some shine back, and removal will be quite difficult. So there are 3 coats. Up next from Indie by Patty Lopes, we have Living in Paradise. This is inspired by landscapes and it's described as a teal base with an aurora shimmer. The shimmer that's in here does go from this like green to gold, but it kind of leans more on the pastel side. The formula was excellent. I did get full opacity in 2 coats. You'll want top coat just to protect your manicure. Nothing is going to dry textured, and nothing in this is going to be difficult to remove either. So there are 2 coats of Living in Paradise. The other polish this month by Indie by Patty Lopes is called Cristaline Touch. It is also inspired by landscapes and it's described as a blue metallic flake, a multi-chrome flake, and a silver reflective glitter in a clear base. So I'm going to show you what 2 coats of this looks like on its own today, and then I'm also going to layer it over Living in Paradise, which is the previous polish we looked at. You can purchase these individually or you can purchase them as a set. But I really loved this, and I do think it paired really nicely with the base. You'll want top coat to finish it off. It is going to also dry with some kind of texture, and it'll take the slightest bit of scrubbing to remove. So there are 1 and 2 coats. Up next from my brand Pampered Polishes, we have Winosaur, and this is inspired by dinosaurs. It's described as a grayish crelly with an assortment of rainbow micro glitters. I think the formula on this is smooth and easy to work with. Depending on your application, you might want 2 to 3 coats. An abundance of these glitters come out, and they do spread out easily and evenly across the nail since they are all small. You will want top coat to finish this off. It is going to dry with some texture, and since this is glitter, it's also going to be difficult to remove. Also, side note, I decided to pull SCJ from the Hella Handmade Creations site, so if you are looking for that, it is going to be available on my site on the 16th. Up next from Penelope Luz, we have Little Scorpion. This is inspired by Penny Dreadful, and it's described as a red base with micro hollow glitter and reflective silver glitter. This was stunning. I got full opacity in 2 coats. I didn't have any staining, but I also didn't leave this on for more than a swatch. I do recommend using a base coat just to prevent staining. You'll also want top coat to finish this off. It is going to dry pretty intensely textured, and you'll also have a pretty fun time on removal. Penelope Luz is also offering the Little Scorpion Topper. This can be purchased individually or as a set. Also inspired by Penny Dreadful, this is described as an Ultra Chrome Chameleon Flaky in black to red with a black hollow glitter. Once again, I'm going to show you what 2 coats of this looks like on its own, and then I'm going to layer it over Little Scorpion, which is an absolutely stunning combination. I truly fell in love with this combination. The formula is great. This does spread out easily and evenly across the nail. The topper itself doesn't dry textured and it won't be difficult to remove, but if you use it as the pair, again, you'll have a little bit of scrubbing to do. So there are 1 and 2 coats. And lastly for today from Rogue Lacquer, we have Grimsby, and this is inspired by The Little Mermaid. It's described as an orchid base with a purple shimmer and packed hollow flakes. I am really loving Rogue Lacquer's Little Mermaid series. I have fallen in love with every single polish in this series, and this one surprisingly is no exception, even though it's a purple. Formula was wonderful. I got full opacity in 2 coats. It is going to dry on the dull side, so I recommend top coat for that reason, but nothing in this polish is going to dry textured or be difficult to remove. So there are 2 coats of Grimsby. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of these polishes. Let me know what your favorite was from today's video. Let me know what you plan on picking up from this month's Hella Handmade Creations. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.